Welcome back to the Boo Tragedies. Is Alvin Kamara actually preparing for a 6-game suspension, or are we just making things up to make this offseason go by quicker? Let's be clear, this is coming from only one source, Mike Florio from Pro Football Focus. He basically said, man, per a league source, Saints running back Alvin Kamara is bracing for a suspension of at least 6 weeks. The only question is, when will the suspension be imposed? The league typically prefers to wait until the criminal legal process has ended before taking action. Kamara faces felony battery charges with the next hearing set for August. Now, this may be true. The league usually wait until the criminal process is all finished before they make a decision. They usually give guys around 6 games for these type of offenses. But Alvin Kamara has done nothing, and I mean nothing off the field to this magnitude for him to get a 6-game suspension basically for his first offense. So if those 6 games are very true, then the NFL, I would say they have something against the Saints, but we all kind of know that's true already. So we'll just see how this plays out, man. Alvin Kamara, I don't think he thinks he's going to get a 6-game suspension. If you just check his Twitter, he did post this tweet right here. I do think this tweet is hilarious from Alvin Kamara, man. Tweeting at Pro Football Talks Twitter page. Can you tell us when Jesus going to return to earth? Basically saying, hey, man, you have a lot of information. Probably saying your information isn't correct. And this tweet honestly makes me feel a little more confident in this situation, man. Maybe Alvin Kamara knows something we don't know. Obviously, he's going to have more information on the court proceedings and how those things are going. I'm sure it's being talked about behind closed doors. This is basically never going to see court. Alvin Kamara's never going to, serve jail time for this. This guy's looking for a settlement. He's definitely going to get a settlement. He's probably going to leave, with a 6-figure payday. There's going to be water under the bridge. Alvin Kamara, like I said, won't be receiving any jail time, prison time for this. But man, it's a lesson for him. Can't go around just hitting people, even if they started. That's just kind of how it goes. The richer person will always get sued. And for Alvin Kamara, more than likely, 9 times out of 10 or 99 times out of 100, he'll be the richer person in the situation. So he has to just be careful, man. Don't want to get into too much trouble off the field. And everyone knows, man, Alvin Kamara doesn't bother anyone. So I'm just going to assume this guy started some nonsense and Alvin Kamara just finished it. But unfortunately, we do have to think, on the other side of these things. Obviously, these 6 games can be true. As much as I don't want to believe it's not going to be true, I think it's going to be between 2 to 4 games, somewhere in there. If the 6 games, hold true to what Mike said from Pro Football Talk, that's going to be devastating. You're basically missing him for, a third of the season. You really don't want that, man, missing him for the first 6 games. That's just, and we start off the year with 3 division games, I believe. You just don't want that, man. Your best player on offense just missing that many games would be a huge blow to this offense, huge blow to Pete Carmichael, huge blow Jameis Winston at offensive line. It's just going to add so much added pressure on everyone else. Obviously, the Saints will have to look for a running back for that span. We all basically are in agreement that the running back group is not going to be enough to hold it down if Alvin Kamara gets suspended for 6 weeks. If it's only 2 weeks, I think those guys are serviceable enough, to maybe hold it down for 2 weeks, 4 weeks. And I don't really know about that. But 6 weeks for sure, we're definitely going to have to look for outside help. I do think the Saints are going to wait until preseason training camp cuts and stuff like that, just because a running back is so easy to adjust. It's not like you're trying to sign a quarterback or something like that, a receiver where they have to really learn the playbook. The running back is probably the easiest position to learn, on the offensive side of the ball. So you can sign a guy within 2 weeks of the season starting, and he can pretty much pick up the playbook. Yeah, so I definitely don't want to dive into that. I will if that time comes. But, man, let me know what y'all think. Should Alvin Kamara be suspended for the incident happen before the Pro Bowl, after the Pro Bowl? Don't quite remember the timeline. Or, should he just be let off free with a little warning, man? If you think he's going to be suspended, let me know for how many games in the comments below. I'm hoping it's 2 to 4 games. I think that's fair. That's reasonable. Everybody wins in this situation, man. NFL gets a star player on the field. The Saints get their star player on the field. And hopefully nothing like this ever happens again for Alvin Kamara, man. But as always, just the Boo Tragedies, and I'm out. Hey, yo, click that subscribe button, man. Turn those notifications on, and you won't miss another video from the Boo Tragedies.